Please introduce yourself.
My name is Janet Andrews, and I'm the senior steward for the United Airlines represented workers from the Machinists Union at Local 764. We're based in Richmond, BC, and we represent workers at Air Canada, MTU Canada, and also at United Airlines. And I'm also a member of the Political Action Committee and on the Women's Committee.
And what are the big issues that affect your members?
Right now, the two biggest issues for my members working at United Airlines, there is the upcoming merger with Continental Airlines, and I think we're very concerned about job security. Job security in general is an issue for our members, but especially in the face of a merger, we want to make sure that our jobs are going to have some guarantee of proceeding on after the merger. For our Air Canada members, certainly the split off of the heavy maintenance with Avios, this company Avios taking over Air Canada's heavy maintenance. There's a concern about their job security as well.
Avios is non-union?
Well, Avios has bases in Central and South America and outside of Canada, and particularly in the U.S. industry, the trend has been to have aircraft service outside of the United States, and we see the potential for that affecting our members if Canadian airline industry goes that way as well, to send aircraft out of Canada to be serviced.
Because they can save money with non-union labor?
Yeah, there are issues. We feel it's an issue of safety. We feel having Canadians service these aircraft, we have a stake in it. Our families fly on those aircraft. Our co-workers fly on those aircraft. So certainly we see a real benefit to having those aircraft serviced in Canada from security. Also from a safety and security standpoint, with the global issues with airlines, with the threat of terrorism, and with issues like that, we feel that it's a good idea to have it serviced in Canada by people who have a stake in it, and not by people who are paid a minimum wage or less than minimum wage, and maybe who don't have adequate supervision.
Tell me why the mergers concern you so much. What happens in an airline merger?
Well, there's the potential for when you merge two groups for job loss, there'll be some route restructuring. That means that where they're doubling up flying, there might be only one aircraft where there's two flying right now, so there will be some potential for job loss there. Also, we saw in the United States with the merger of Delta and Northwest, the unionized machinists at Northwest ended up being decertified because the non-union workers at Delta did not vote for union representation, and a lot of that was the company's, Delta Airlines' involvement with that. They were very aggressively non-union. And we just want to make sure that our workers who have union protections currently will enjoy those after the merger.
What are the political issues involved with the issues that worry your members?
For my members, we just want to make sure that the contract we have with our company, United Airlines, stands. For our Air Canada members, certainly there is a law in Canada, the Air Canada Public Participation Act, that states that Air Canada aircraft will be serviced and handled in Canada, and we feel that this potential for offshoring maintenance is not in the spirit of that act, and Air Canada did receive at one point public funding, so it is in the taxpayers' interest, having helped the company, to have the company help taxpayers by making good jobs in Canada, where good jobs that are good tax-paying jobs, which will give back into the local economy.
Are you doing anything to inform the Canadian public about the Air Canada Participation Act? We
are. We had a rally in April at the airport that we had our members come out. So we're spreading that in the public. We've gone also to other unions through, like for my Northwest and District Labour Council. So our affiliated unions with our councils know of our issues. We've had great support from the other unions at Air Canada. They've been very supportive of this. We've also had our MPs come out to the rally. We had my MP Don Davies, also the MP Peter Julian, and also the Liberal MP Suk Dhaliwal all came out to our rally to support our members and their jobs and their issues. And we feel that political action is very important for making sure our politicians are aware of our issues and making sure that people see that that our issues, we're passionate about our issues and that they concern us, and that we want to ensure that we have good jobs so that we can contribute and be strong members of society.
You're a political action director, I think you said, and you've got a provincial election coming up very soon, I understand. How will you be involved in that?
We'll look at helping with some of the campaigns. We volunteer. We can encourage our members to volunteer for campaigns, whether it's phone banking or flyering. Also in our local lodge meetings, just to make sure that people get out and vote. I think the most important thing for our members is that they do participate in the democracy. I think especially now in what's gone on in Wisconsin. And we see people fighting in Libya and in Egypt for democratic rights that we take for granted. And we just want to encourage our members to make sure they exercise their democratic rights and they do get out to vote. And we feel that they will vote for a party if we inform them about our issues, that they'll choose a party that is sympathetic to our issues. And for us, by and large in British Columbia, that is the NDP. They're usually more sympathetic to worker issues. And so we encourage our members to explore their platform.
Any final comments you'd like to offer to our readers and viewers?
No, just I think that political action is very important. I think holding our politicians accountable, and I think that recognizing that there's no reason why every Canadian can't have a good paying job so that they can contribute by paying a good tax base, and that in turn will give us good services and to lead to a just society for all Canadians.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.